on episode 23, Veronica. How do you feel?
23, my
knowing
birthday.
That you're 23 years old.
Well, knowing that, I'm pretty sure we decided that after number 23, I get to decide everything from now on. I'm pretty sure that was the agreement. So, guys, you agree with me? It was the agreement, right? So, do I get to pick what we do with this episode? Roast you? You're absolutely not.
Absolutely. Let's go for it. It's going to be very easy.
Now that you say that, let me pull out my list. No, I'm excited to be at episode 23. I actually realized the other day that I'm pretty sure, I think maybe next episode or in 2 episodes, I think we're at 6 months of having a podcast.
Way. Which we were at 4 months, like not that long ago.
Why did I never register how much? For me, I was still thinking, I started it 2 months ago. I feel like I still tell people I started 2 months ago.
In a pandemic, so it's very like these 6 months were a good 6 months to start because there was nothing else to do.
Yeah, but I just feel like time moved in such a weird way where I'm like, because even the number, you think 23 episodes, you don't think 6 months. You're like, what the fuck?
And I don't want to say we're trendsetters, but like, I'm seeing all these podcasts come out now, which we started 6 months ago. That's all.
Let's just throw in the fact that we did this 6 months ago. I think podcasting, though, has been like on the come up recently. Like
everybody's
crazy.
saying it's going to be the next billionaire.
The next what?
Industry.
Yeah.
Billionaire industry.
It's supposed to be, and I'm not going to pull out facts because I totally forgot. But I just know that I think by 2022 or something, it's supposed to be like a big number with a lot of zeros.
I mean, can we be included in that?
Yeah.
Like,
how do we secure our spot into the big number?
Yeah.
Please. But yeah, so we're really excited. It's honestly passed fast, and I feel like we had so much fun.
Yeah,
so.
it passed by really fast, and like to know now that like we have people commenting and stuff. I thought we were only gonna get people commenting or like just including themselves in stories and stuff only when we were like 2 years in. So already seeing like people engaging with us 6 months in, it's kind of really nice.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I thought we would get in return. I feel like I didn't actually think about it, but I'm happy with like all the support we received from you guys, and thank you so much for all your support. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, go fucking subscribe. Go thumbs up this video, and you can follow us on Instagram as well while you're fucking doing shit, but only after the video or else I'll cut you.
Yeah. I realized though also that we're kind of getting somewhere when we started getting hate messages, because every other podcast I watched, there was always some kind of hate messages coming with it. So you know that you're not doing anything right until there's people hating on you.
That's so true. I mean, everybody always says that. Like, if you don't have people like trying to like tell you you're doing something wrong, it means... Well, when you have people telling you you're doing something wrong, it means you're doing something right.
Right. So I don't know if we're doing something right.
Yeah, but might be doing a little bit things wrong, but
we did want to address a couple of. We're not going to address it because.
I mean, we just wanted to say we sometimes here and there we get a couple of comments about things like we're being too mean to each other, we're cutting each other off, or we're laughing too much about a certain thing, and I just want you guys to know. This is literally our humor on camera, off camera. It's our friendship. Like, we will roast. I'm not even joking. We will roast everything about each other. Even if our hair looks good or anything looks good, I will literally insult myself. I will insult Alessia. And I will insult everyone around me.
Yeah, I think we just have a really dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
And like, for us, things that are funny might be something insulting to somebody because they might not be comfortable with it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just find we started this podcast because we roast each other, and that's what works for us. Our therapist would say that is not a healthy friendship.
Actually, funny that you say that. I was actually listening on the radio the other day, and they said people with a dark sense of humor are usually more intelligent.
I don't know.
And I was like, bitch, call me Einstein. But
I don't think Einstein had blue hair.
Green now. We're at the stage where it's really turning
green. No, you're at the chlorine stage. Sorry.
I am in peak chlorine stage. But I kind of like it, though. I was at Tim's today, and the girl was like, I love your hair. And I was like, thank you for the car. And then I was like, wait, what? She's like, I like your hair. I was like my hair. Oh my God, thank you. But no, just to finish that topic, guys, if we've ever said something that you've taken personally, like offended, I'm not saying sorry. I'm just saying don't actually take it offensively because it's not meant in that way. We're just being idiots.
Yeah, like especially when we speak about age and stuff and we rip on our age. Like, guys, we know tomorrow we're going to blink our eyes and we're going to be 30. And then we're going to be making fun of
everybody.
So, I mean, yeah, like nothing against anybody older. Are you kidding me? Like, I have more respect for people who are older. If that makes any sense. But like, anyway,
yeah.
Just to say we don't give a fuck.
Just to say, guys, we're just clowns and this is us on camera. So sorry if you get hurt in the meantime. But no, yeah, I did want to say that my fucking hair. So the thing about colored hair, I swear you get you want that one color and you have it for 3 minutes. And then the rest of the days, you're just getting a whole variety of a mix of colors.
I don't even know after every color you tried why you're even acting shocked.
I'm not, but I forgot.
You knew that towel would bleed blue.
Blue. I literally forgot. And the thing is, I always do, like now with my blonde hair, I do these like hair colored masks. So they're not supposed to stay on your hair. But when you have bleach blonde hair, the color just like sticks a little more. Do you know what I mean?
You put blue shampoo and suddenly your hair turns blue.
Like, suddenly I didn't have to go to the salon for this, you know? Literally. But it's like, you're always like, guys, it's temporary. It's going to wash out. And then it's 3 washes later and you're still getting out of the shower with bright blue hair and you're going, okay, I know the bottle said 2 to 3 washes, but what's going on?
Somehow with doing this podcast with Veronica, I realize I have no personality because I'm that boring Jane with brown hair. Like, the only color I've ever even stepped into was blonde. And that one time...
You stepped a little too far, though.
I stepped too far. Already, like, Alessia, what are you doing with blonde hair? But
I agree.
I stepped in the stage where it was like, no, what are you doing there? Like,
it's because blonde is one of those things...
Not even Marilyn Monroe went that blonde. Like, what are you doing?
Blonde is one of those things. It's almost like drugs. You just keep trying and trying until you go, whoa, too far. I just did heroin, and then you back up.
That must explain why my hair is brown, because I never did drugs. So
I'm just joking. I never did heroin. Mom, if you're listening, I swear I didn't do heroin. But no.
Wait, have you?
No.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck? That's a serious drug.
No, yeah.
That's a serious drug that will get you dyeing your hair blue.
But no, blonde is one of those things is you just keep adding a little more, and suddenly you're fucking Goldilocks.
I don't know why I was always doing, like, if anybody had brown hair and then started adding like a balayage and starting to add more and more blonde, it was really nice. And there's always a stage where the thing is, blonde is addicting. When you start adding blonde, you want a little more and a little more. And then suddenly the blonde you had wanted from the beginning, you were way blonder, but you got so used to it that you just keep going blonder. Yeah. So I remember going to my hairdresser and I was like, I just want to go blonder. I want to go blonder. And she's like, okay, but like you're already blonde. And the thing about me is because I have dark eyebrows, dark eyes, I always have to leave browns in between.
Yeah.
Or my roots need to be brown. Like I can't start dyeing my entire hair blonde.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. And that was the scariest moment of my entire life. I remember it was the day before New Year's and I was like, okay, when she finished, you never want to tell a hairdresser you don't like it. I went home, cried all night, didn't want to see anybody. My friends were all like, it's not bad after 6 pounds of makeup. And me, you know, when you try and get back, you're like, let me make it work. Let me try
You're putting on every layer of fake tan. You're putting anything.
Every layer. And I'm getting my best angle, my best filter. And they're going, oh, it's not that bad. I'm like, no, you should see. I look like a scarecrow in person. And then I'll never forget, it was New Year's Day. The hairdressers were closed. And I was like, I am not doing New Year's with this blonde hair. So I went. My mom picked up like the professional like hair to dye, not like a pharmacy bleach, because let me tell you, my hair would have been green. and I was back brown, but it was also not a nice brown because it was over.
It's the brown over the yellow blonde.
The feeling of my hair changed so much that it was like, hey, I was like, why am I even going to New Year's? Like, nobody's even going to talk to me.
Why don't you just go to the petting zoo instead?
Literally.
You're going to get more people hitting on you there. No, can we talk about like getting a bad haircut or like a bad color? Like, honestly, it's happened to me so much in my life.
I believe you with all the colors you tried.
Mostly colors though, because blonde,
I believe you.
Not all of my like colors I actually did myself, except for like when I did this blue. I've actually always done them myself, so I never had that problem.
But you were already blonde when you did it.
I bleached my hair myself as well, which looking back now, wouldn't recommend, but I was at the stage where if I would wake up with no hair, I just didn't give a fuck. Like I was like, rock it. So like it's fine.
Yeah.
But I just
Didn't
mean
you
like
pierce your own ears too?
I
did that.
No,
anyway,
but I pierced other people's ears, which is so, I've pierced like 4 guys' ears. I have
ears. Pierced my friends' ears too. Maybe that's how we met. We said, "Oh my
Piercing
god,
friends'
we'll pierce
ears."
each other." But I did it like no joke. What's the movie Parent Trap or whatever? Where they do it with the apple, where you put the apple in the needle this way or in the back of your ear, so that when you pierce it through, it's kind of cold and it numbs your ear and it pierces through.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I did it with a sewing needle and nothing. And I did it. One time I did it in my bathroom. One time I did it in class. And each time I remember it was this guy. He was at my house. He was my friend, and I pierced his ear. I convinced him that we should pierce his ear. Not a good friend.
Doesn't remember his name.
No, I remember. I'm not gonna start name dropping on the fucking podcast. I convinced him to pierce his ear. He's sitting on my toilet seat. My mom's in the kitchen. Don't know how she allowed this to happen. And I have a sewing needle, and I'm piercing his ear, but it took me so long because the sewing needle was very thin. Like an actual piercing needle is a little bit thicker than a sewing needle. So it was literally piercing my finger because you're like trying to push it in, but you have no grip.
I know.
So it took me 20 minutes.
The thing is even when you get the needle in, because I would put the what do you call it? The needle, same one like you.
Yeah.
But in the back, I'd put the apple, but when you put it through, you get the needle in. It's not hooray because you still got to put the earring in.
Yeah.
So many times when you just take out the needle, already the hole closes. It's a whole fucking process.
Yeah.
Anyways, we could talk about this for days.
I know. But anyways, moral of the story is it took us like 20 minutes and I could not get the fucking needle through his ear. And thinking back now, I'm like, 20 minutes is a long time to have somebody butchering your ear. But and honestly, we never got it through and he never got his piercing.
Wow. And then fucking guys complain about you doing their eyebrows and suddenly he's letting you
fucking butcher his ear open.
Oh my god.
But no, so back to what I was saying. Have you ever I never understood the people that could like get a bad color or a bad haircut and tell the hairstylist. Like, is it just me and I'm a pussy?
Meet my mom. Have you met her? Oh my god. I think the older I get, I'm a little more direct and I'll be like, okay, like I'd like a few more layers here and here. But the old me had like really no confidence. I'd go home, cry to my mom and be like, fix it. And then it'd be even more embarrassing because she's bringing me there. She's telling them. She's like,
and you're there going,
like she liked it.
With your bangs up to here. Like, it's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
I just think like, I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I'm like confident. And it's not about confidence. It's just like, I don't want to like make anyone feel bad. So you could literally cut off all my hair and I'd be like, I love it. And I'd be literally crying. Yeah. And I'd be like, I'm crying tears of joy. It's so nice.
I know.
I can't imagine what I would do. Like the other day I was in the sink and I'm thinking, imagine my hair would just start falling out.
I know.
Like while they're bleaching your hair. Yeah. I'm like, what would I say? Like realistically, I would say, thank you so much. Here's a $60 tip. See you next time.
No, actually, I'm super particular also who I let touch my hair because I feel like it's really like, you know, the people you can go to say what you want and they're gonna actually get you, or you give them a little like freedom to do it because you know they're not gonna chop your hair up. I don't know when I go to a new hairdresser if they're gonna be too scissor happy. Like I'm really like scared like that.
Yeah, I'm
always like investigating. Like, oh, show me how much you're cutting. They show me, and then I'm like, okay, just show me in the front. I'm like, why is it looking like more on the floor? Like I am actually a Nazi.
I've never been like afraid of having short hair because obviously like I have short hair. I love short hair, and let me tell you, that fucking ended and I got a new fear from having my hair too short when I think it was December.
It was a year ago.
No, it was December because it was my birthday. So it was last December. I went to the hairdresser and I was like, don't worry, cut. Like, I'm not scared. Like, cut. And when you have like the cape with short hair, with long hair it's different, but with short hair you can't really tell where it's ending up. So where you think it's short enough, it's actually way too fucking short. And when they take that cape off and they dry your hair, you're literally Peter Pan. So I'm in this chair and it's my fault because I'm going, I think you could do another inch. I think you could do another few centimeters. So he's cutting. You
took off that
Finally,
cape and you were like, I'm a boy.
No, he took off that cape. Guys, I'm not even joking. My hair was like here.
No.
Like it was above my chin.
I'll never forget that because Veronica was freaking out so much. I'm like, babe, chill. I've done blonde hair before. I have extensions for you. She legit came over that same day. I think it's because like a guy was coming and see you, especially.
It was David.
It was Dave. No, it was before you were dating David.
No, it wasn't.
I remember, Veronica.
I promise you, it was when I was dating
I don't want to
David.
name the person it was, but
It was when I was dating David because I went in the
right
car.
before you were dating David, and there was another guy who was in town.
Yes, but I was dating David at the time.
You weren't dating him if you were going.
Well,
into that guy.
it was in November. It was right before we were dating.
She got
anyway.
caught in something. She wasn't dating him. Okay,
I was dating him.
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about. My friend was there from out of town. Hadn't seen him in like 2 years.
Just so you know, Veronica was not dating David. Okay.
No, we were dating. It was like a platonic meeting up with him. But I hadn't seen him in like 2 years, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go and see my friend with fucking hair up to my fucking eyeballs.
So she comes
like,
over and she literally takes my extension, starts cutting it, and then adds it in the front of her hair so that one, because the one piece is all you need, baby.
It's just that front piece.
That front piece. I don't care how short the back is. The back.
the bake.
As long as she had that one chop in the front that was long enough. You started working with those scissors. I said, honestly, you might want to become a hairdresser.
Guys, like I said, I used to dye my own hair. I put 2 extension pieces, cut them. I had an asymmetrical bob. I was hot again.
Yeah.
Those 2 pieces of extensions lasted me a good 2 months.
But you were also going to the gym with them. And I said, Veronica, please, for the sake of my extensions, I know I'm not getting them back because they're never going to be my length. But like,
at this point, they're
come
bangs.
to the gym with your boy hair at least.
But guys, I'm telling you, but my hair grows really fast. But for a good 2 weeks, I was scary. Like I couldn't look at myself. And also, not only did I chop my hair, I did like a toner in it, like a rose gold toner. So the extensions didn't actually even match my hair. I had rose gold hair with blonde, yellow blonde extensions.
It blended.
It blended. It worked.
Blonde is that one color. When you start putting black on brown, it's always sketch. But blondes, actually, it might be the other way around, but I don't know.
But I'll always remember I had gotten into the car with it. That's why I'm saying I remember I was seeing David at the time because I got in the car and I just remember like you just start seeing somebody. You don't want to start showing up with an ugly bald haircut and they're not going to like you anymore. Like I literally get in the car and
I mean, thank God you were dating David, so it didn't really matter how you looked.
But he gets in the car and I'm literally like, hey, and it's like, he's not gonna lie. He's not gonna say it looks amazing because I look like I have a bowl cut. So
what did he say?
I don't remember. I think he was just like, yeah, I see what you mean that it's like short. But like, don't
he played
worry.
it safe. My boyfriend would have been like I cut my hair 1 centimeter. My boyfriend goes, I don't like it. Did you do something different to your hair? I'm like, babe, I just curled it. He's like, it looks shorter. I'm like, are you joking me? Do you know what like having to get your ends cut? Like every little centimeter, he's like, I like a girl with long hair. And I'm like, oh God. It makes me want to literally do a buzz cut.
You could have told me I was ugly. I like a girl with long hair.
But
guys, sorry, go. Oh my God, were we polite? No, go. No,
well,
go.
After all these fucking hate messages, we're trying to be nicer.
No, but guys, I swear they're either like love long hair or love short hair.
It's so true.
It's like guys,
yes, they either like long hair or short, but there's always that one girl with short hair that converts them.
Yeah.
There's always that one girl that suits the short hair that they normally like long, but it works.
Yeah, but
so, Josh, who's that girl for you?
But the short hair, it's obviously me. The short-haired guys, like the guys who really love short hair, it's like they fucking love it. It's not like the long-haired guys, because the long-haired guys say, yeah, I love a girl with long hair. The short-haired guys, it's almost like a fetish. Yeah. It's literally they're on Pornhub clicking short hair. Like, I always meet, those guys like, oh, I love a girl with short hair. I'm like, just say you like dykes.
At least you narrow down like who you're gonna find in life. At least you don't have to go through all the bullshit.
I go straight to the short-haired boys. I know my niche. Short hair, okay with some colored hair, okay with my saggy ears that I used to stretch. God. Like a psycho.
But for some reason, every time my boyfriend gets his haircut, they also do the beard and stuff. And every time he goes and get his hair, I always say, babe, don't let them touch your beard. And he's like, no, they're just going to do it. I'm like, every time you come out of there, you have a Mexicana mustache. It's so like I don't like that. It's too perfect. And like, he already has such a jaw face. Like, give the jaw to me, please. And like, they shape it so like Mexicana. And I'm like, hey, you're literally missing your guitar to be that Halloween costume last year.
But there's something about guys and haircuts, and this is why I was so insecure in that moment getting in the car with David, because I'm going, he's not gonna like me anymore. I swear sometimes guys can get a haircut that's just like you're like, I don't even think I like you anymore. Like, do you know what I mean?
Guys look kind of good scruffy, but also when they do it properly, it's really nice and refreshing. You're like, wow, you look like shit sitting on the couch for 2 weeks. Now you're fucking
But
hot.
like the thing is,
oh my God,
is that guys don't have makeup or stuff. So it's like
for them,
hair.
it's really their haircut.
It's really their hair and their beard. So
Yeah.
guys can get a haircut and go from 100 to fucking 0.
Or go from 0 to 100.
Yes, but it's like hair is really all they have.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, careful with those barbers, huh?
Yeah. Like, I really want to I want to inject my jaw to make it just project a little more. But I'm like, if I was a guy, this wouldn't be a problem. I'd just grow my beard a little more, and there would go the extra 3 syringes that would cost me $3,000.
Well, listen, bitch, we have a lot more magic tricks than them growing their beard. We could fake lips, we could fake eyes,
I feel like
we could
that's
fake
why
eyebrows.
there's a lot more hot girls than there are hot guys.
Yeah, obviously.
Because they can fake it till they make it.
We fake. Guys, I take off this makeup.
Yeah,
I'm
switching from hair. Oh my God, we could talk about topics for
now on to nails. No, I'm kidding.
But so my boyfriend has a tattoo, and we'll get into tattoos for a bit. But he has a lot of tattoos. Veronica's like, I can't even believe you're saying this story.
I always forget he has tattoos, and then every time I see him, I go, "Josh, you have tattoos?
Yeah,
like,
it's because
what are you cool?"
He stops them before.
He's like, "What is that supposed
so
to
that
mean?"
if ever he lifts up his shirt or whatever, it'll never look like he has a sleeve. But
so is he planning on being a lawyer or something?
I don't know if he's trying to like seem wholesome or something. I'm not sure what it's about. But anyway, he has a tattoo that he has a name tattoo.
I just saw Satan go through your body there.
It's because it's pissing me off talking about this story, but I just figured let's all hate on him together.
Don't punch me. Like, I don't know.
I'm going to punch him. That's what I'm going to punch.
You're like, actually, hold on, pause. I'll be back in 10.
So, I don't have any tattoos. We'll get into if you have or whatever, but my boy...
Or whatever. Okay, fine. I won't talk about my tattoos. Fine. No, you know what?
He has
I won't
a
tell
sleeve,
you.
But he also has another tattoo with his ex-girlfriend's name on it, okay?
Wait, name?
A name, initial, 2 letters.
But what's the
her
tattoo?
First name and her second, her first name and her second name. What her mistress name go by?
Her real name, her stripper name, and her last name.
No, just her first name and her last name, okay? Her initials. Fuck, man, I can't get anything out of this podcast.
But like a picture? I need to visualize.
Okay, no, it's just, I'm not going to start saying the name, but it's just 2 letters.
Okay, so just the initials, no like flower
Just the
to go
initials,
with it.
but are you kidding me? That's already a
That's
lot.
enough.
Are you kidding me? Why would you tat somebody's name on your fucking body without knowing if you're going to end up with them? But also, why don't you have me on your fucking body? Like, put a tattoo with my name on it. Thank you.
I think he learned this lesson.
I don't care. The lessons only get learned after me. Sorry. So, he went to the tattoo.
Sorry.
He went to the tattoo artist and he said, cover my ex-girlfriend's name on it. He didn't say...
how long ago was this? Did he have the name?
I don't know. A long time ago.
Before you?
I fucking hope so.
Okay, because I was going to say you pop that shirt open and he has fucking the 2 letters and you go...
And you think I would have
better be
sex
your
with him?
mom's.
You think I would have sex with him seeing that name? I wouldn't be able to get wet. I'd be like, who is that? We need to speak.
You're going on his Insta and you're going in followers and you're checking everyone with that first letter.
Literally. No, it's fine. I already know who she was because I stalked her already. I was gonna say something. I'm just not gonna say.
Hold on, sorry, what? I don't speak that language. Say.
Oh my God.
Cal, stop saying jokes.
He didn't get it removed because I guess 6 years ago or whenever he did it, didn't ask him that, but it wasn't a thing to remove tattoos, or it wasn't as popular as it is now. Making excuses for him already. I'm disgusting. So he got a tattoo over the initials, okay? And I want to know who his tattoo artist was because it fucking sucks, okay? I still see the fucking letters loud and clear. She's going to be watching this podcast like, good bitch. I said, babe.
If I was that ex, I'd be like,
literally.
You know what I mean?
All
You're like,
for everyone's amusement and my depression.
still here.
So yeah, it was like, babe, like I still see it. So I just want you to know. The letters are very clear. He goes, yeah, well, the tattoo. I said, the tattoo artist wasn't good. So
go again. Cover more.
Well, you have to cover it more. You have to fix it. You have to shade it more. And he's like, are you paying for it? I said, this is probably the only thing I'll pay for.
And you know what? Let's go halfsies. For Christmas, he's getting a gift card at that tattoo shop.
Yeah, of course I'm paying for it. Suddenly, when he does the tattoo and he's ill, I say, babe, I'll meet you in the car. I guess we figured out who the fucking horse was.
I guess you really went to the petting zoo. But that's crazy.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy that it's still there. So I think I'm going to book an appointment right now, actually.
Like I said, Christmas, he's getting a gift certificate.
No, but actually.
And it better be with your face on top.
Last Christmas, I got him amazing knives because he wants to be a chef. We don't even need to go there. I'm going to start fucking stabbing it.
If you just scar it over, you're good.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'll just start like making A and L,
God,
over it, and then it'll start bleeding, and suddenly it's gonna
just cut it
heal,
off.
And the scar is gonna leave A and L. Okay, I'm psychotic.
Oh my god.
Do you have any tattoos? Yo, why do I say do you have any?
You can't just threaten to kill your boyfriend and then say do you have any tattoos?
I'm there with the knife. Do you have any tattoos?
I do have tattoos. Honestly, irrelevant. What I really want to talk about is you're like, say your fucking tattoos.
Well, what? How many do you have?
I have 2 tattoos. One I have.
One.
Oh my god, I have 3 tattoos.
Wow.
The other just before.
Would you agree that when you get one, it's addicting and you want more?
Yes.
That's exactly why I never got one.
But also, I'm a type of person where I don't want tattoos, so all my tattoos are very small and like hidden. And
I hate those bitches. Then just don't do it.
I know, I'm so annoying.
You're the girl who writes freedom and then after a month wants to remove it.
No. I hate bitches like me, but also it's fun to just like get something new and you're like,
for sure. But I'm not gonna lie, when Veronica got a heart tattoo, I said, Veronica, coming from the most creative person in the entire world who literally creates her whole studio into Playboy, goes and put a heart.
It's because listen, my idea of tattoos, because I'm not trying to get some crazy artsy shit, because I don't want to have tattoos on my body. It's just not like what I like. I love them, but I love them on other people. So for me to get a tattoo, it's more like a permanent memory. That's why I like them. So like all my tattoos have to do with like a memory in a place, or like most of my tattoos I got while on vacations. Well, most of my tattoos, as if there's so many. 2 out of 3 I got on like abroad. So one of them I got in Greece, in like an island in Greece. And I have me and my sister and my cousin all share the same tattoo. And then the one on my foot, on my ankle, I got in Thailand, and I got it done with it's like a bamboo tattoo. So that was really cool. Yeah, I love that one. So that one was really cool. And then I have another like stick and poke, which is like done with like a needle and ink. And that was done by my friend here. And it's just like fun experiences that I just like to keep memories. That's for me, tattoos. That's why I don't have anything like crazy. But what I really want to talk about is getting your boyfriend or girlfriend's name tattooed on you. And even at that, like, okay, so let me rewind. Would you ever get your boyfriend's name would you ever get your boyfriend's name or a tattoo dedicated to him? That's the story
when I was like, because I always said no, but then when I suddenly saw her name written there, I said, why isn't mine?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I was like, I was ready to compromise and start putting his fucking name somewhere, because I was like, bitch, where's mine?
You know when you have Josh.
No, but I honestly probably should not even be saying this, but I'm going to say it because, like I said, we say everything on this podcast. She got his name written on her fucking pussy. So that's all. And I said, well, is it still there? He goes, well, I don't know.
That's something you just got.
Honestly, I can't even believe we just said this. And I'm editing this video, and I'm probably not going to know how to delete, so it's probably staying on.
Hold on a minute. That's because that's...
Veronica, I probably shouldn't have said that.
No, it's fine. His tattoo is like...
I'm glad.
His tattoo is like, it's on the upper body.
I am so curious.
If she's with another guy, that's...
If you're listening, can you just let me know? I want to know.
I want to know as well.
So I could sleep at night.
But like, if you're with another guy,
yeah,
there's no hiding.
Like, something tells me it's still there.
I don't know. You know what? Let's just move past that one, because I don't even know what to say about it.
Let's move past that, because also I have no boyfriend after this. So,
but so would you ever get, aside from that story, would you ever get your boyfriend's name or girlfriend? Since we all know.
Honestly, no.
Or like a tattoo dedicated to them.
I would get like my kids. But even at that, I'm just like,
She's always pulling out these kids.
I just mean like, I don't know. I don't think so. Because already, I feel like I'm the type of girl who doesn't really suit tattoos. What does that even mean? Like, I don't know.
Okay, now I have 3 questions. Would you let your boyfriend pretend?
Oh, he could put my name actually yesterday. Actually,
and why
is
didn't
it not
he
on? The gift certificate. The gift certificate is gonna be enough to cover the tattoo he's removing and the one that says my name on it.
Really? Big spender. You know how much it is to remove a tattoo?
Oh, that's probably the only place, like I said, I'm willing to cha-ching.
But, okay, now I have a 3rd question. Would you...
Suddenly you're a math teacher.
Oh my God, suddenly I can't speak. I forgot my fucking question. No, would you get, and I feel like you kind of answered this, but would you get, let's say you were married, would you get your husband's name on you?
You know what? It's nothing offensive to having like to being married or to being with somebody. It's just a thing that originally I never wanted a tattoo.
Yeah.
Anyways, I didn't really want one. So
that's why you're safe. You're safe.
I wouldn't,
your answer's
if
safe.
I was the person with 6 and then after suddenly somebody asked for my name, I'd be like, fuck, I'm in the pits. Like I should be getting it, you know? No, not that you should, but
so at 6 I need to start getting names.
My excuse is that I just want none on my body.
Yeah. But on your body, it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't get a sleeve and act like you give a shit of if I take one territory on your fucking body.
If I take a fucking 2 centimeter space. I agree. I don't know. I don't agree. I don't know.
This podcast's really fun. I feel like we're really speaking like ourselves today. We normally are, but like it's really like fun and like.
Oh my God, do you love
But
Urs?
I'm also single after this podcast.
Do you love Urs? One story that I totally forgot. Honestly, this whole podcast, we just bait us. I'm a beta. You're rappers today. Fuck. We just bait ourselves out and like, anyways. So I don't remember if I ever said this story, but did I? Okay, anyways, I'll say it anyways. New viewers, skip if you already heard this. When I was younger, I was about 16 and my sister was 18. Because we had the age difference.
Oh, no, you never said this story.
No, I never said this story. Okay. Awesome. Yo, what am I, a loser?
Your sister's going to be pissed.
I don't give a fuck. So, kidding, love you. So when I was 16 and my sister was 18, she really wanted a tattoo. And my sister is the type of person where when she wants something, she'll just like, she wasn't like me, the type of person who I'll create it and I'll like make sure it's like, you know what I mean? Like I have that creative background. Yeah. She's more like, let me get something, anything. I just want to have a fun tattoo, right? So naturally, when you don't know what to get, you think of things like you said, I would get my kids' names tattooed on me because that's something, they'll always be your kids. So what did my sister think? She's like, well, let me get my sister something about my sister tattooed because obviously we're always going to be sisters. Little does she know I'm breaking up with her as a sister. But anyways. But after that time, she stole my Agent Provocateur bra. Not sure about the sisters part, but anyways. So she got, like, she wanted to get sisters, like the word sisters written in like this font.
What is this? Traveling of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
And even the place she wanted to get it, like near her, what do you call this?
Collarbone.
Yeah.
So basically she wanted to get sisters and she wanted to get it here.
Like, didn't she know name necklaces would be in? Like,
she didn't. Crazy. She should have known. She could have got sisters.
It's basically when your necklace falls a little more to the right, that's where her tattoo was.
But in huge.
Sister. Just in case anybody wanted to mess with her.
I have a sister. Anyway, not sure how many because there's an S there, but I have at least one. So she wanted to get sisters. And I remember at the time being like, okay, like, yeah, it's cool, but maybe get it like in a cool place, get it in a cool font, whatever. So she's like, okay, I'm going to go see the tattoo artist. You want to come with me?
Well, she also said...
She was like, Kay, when you turn 18... promise you're gonna get it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it too. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get sisters, but I'll get something that'll be like a matching style
Crazy what
tattoo
happens in 2 years, eh?
Crazy what happens. And at the time, I was thinking like, I'm gonna get so many tattoos. I had actually already had, I was like, I thought that I was gonna have all these tattoos. I wanted a sleeve. I wanted all these things. So I was like, I'm going to throw in a sister somewhere and make her happy. So
even
I
if
was
it's
like
behind my head where nobody sees.
It's shave a spot right in here, put the hair back. So she was like, she was like, hey, promise when you turn 18, you're going to get it done, da, 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 da. And I was like, yeah, sure. But I was like, look, like, I'm not going to get it there because I don't want a tattoo there. Like, it was really, even then, it wasn't my style. Like, it was just not my style. And it was in then. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm going to get it somewhere else, maybe a different font or maybe something else. So she was like, okay. So we go to this tattoo shop. He does the tattoo, and it's like this big sisters with like this font. And I was just like, I remember being like, are you sure you want to get it like that? And she was like, yeah, I love it. Isn't it so cute? And I was like, okay, yeah, it's cute for you, but like, I'm just letting you know I'm not getting that. I'm gonna get something different font. She's like, yeah, whatever. Gets the tattoo. 2 years later, when I turned 18, I was like,
she at this point was already miserable with her tattoo, so she was like, bitch, get the tattoo so we can be ugly together.
She was like, I have this fucking ugly tattoo and you better get it too. Guys, I'm gonna try and find a picture of this tattoo just so you can have the reference.
It was so fucking ugly.
To see what it was. So let me tell you guys, I turned 18 and I was
and
like,
that's her mistake, because I would have never went in there saying, I'll get it in 2 years or whatever.
I
If
totally
I'm
blame
going
her.
down, actually, we're getting 2 tattoo artists and we're getting it done at the same time, at the same fuck. If he stops on you, we're at the same spot. Like, I'm not getting nobody changing their mind on me last minute. Probably also the reason I have no tattoos.
But no, totally her fault. Blaming her 100%. Already by the time I turned 18, she hated that tattoo, but still wanted me to get mine. I was like, look, like, you fucking hate this. Like, I'm not getting that. And I already told you I wasn't going to get it. So she hated me, hated her tattoo, started getting it removed. Now she no longer has the tattoo, erased me from her body. Oh, thanks, love you too. But
that
like,
was probably the most money she ever spent on you.
literally, but actually, thanks for the gift. Spent on removing me.
That's what I mean, because the removing is even more expensive. The tattoo is $80. It's removing that's $1,500.
But no, guys. So if you're thinking about getting a tattoo with your boyfriend or girlfriend, just remember that me and my sister are sisters forever, and she fucking removed hers off her body.
Just remember that her sister didn't put it, more like that. Yeah. Just remember, when you're getting it done, make sure that you're getting it done at the same fucking time.
Make sure you're both chained to the bed and both have the artist doing it on.
Make sure that you guys both signed the contract saying there is
and
no
then
going
I remember,
back.
So as I said, I have the heart tattoo that I'm matching with them. This was years after that happened. She was like, no, you're the one getting it first. And I got on that bed because she's like, I know you. By the time it gets to you, you're going to back the fuck out.
That's a good compromise, honestly. I'd go any day for a heart instead of writing sister on my tits.
I know.
Sorry.
Well, I got the heart on the titty, so I went, okay.
Crazy.
And I went down on the chair. And
I also wanted to speak about... I'm just roasting myself today. Okay. So, yes, as a girl or a guy, everybody always gets DMs, whether it's creeps, whether it's people trying to be your sugar babies.
Oh, pause before you say your story. I just want to say, on one of our last posts, you hashtagged, like, on the Seeking Arrangements video, you hashtagged, like, sugar babies. I've never gotten so many comments. Guys, if you're looking for a sugar daddy, just hashtag sugar babies.
No, just go on our fucking Chemical X episode 20. You're going to see them all.
Every day we get a comment on that picture. If you're looking for a sugar daddy, and I'm like, okay, guys, I didn't know we cracked the fucking code.
Yeah, but Rachel's going, also thank you, because I didn't want to remake my account, so I'll just look at the comments there. But,
anyway, continue.
Oh my
Sorry.
God, yeah. So as a girl or a guy, everybody gets...
Spit it out.
Offensive. Everybody always gets a DM here and there, whatever. And babe, if you're listening, well...
Sorry.
This guy DM'd me, and he had over 1 million followers, okay?
So you're, like, really pretty.
No. And I'm just wondering, like, at that stage, like, what happens? Because it's like, obviously I'm not answering, and obviously he's ugly, and obviously I'm not a clout chaser.
But a million's a million.
But it's like, what do you do in that situation? You're like,
say,
you don't answer and you delete. That's what I did. I didn't answer. Like... It's a bit like, why are you messaging a girl with 5...
Wait, what did he say, though?
He just wrote, hey. Okay, the reason why I wanted to say a story is because he said, hey. I didn't answer. And then he starts commenting on my pictures. Question mark. So I'm going, my boyfriend's going to see this and be like, What's the inside scoop that I don't know here that he's putting question mark? But do you know what I mean? He's putting question mark and stuff. And I'm going, can you please leave the girl with a 5,000 followers and a boyfriend alone? Like, please.
Like,
but
you have
also,
bigger
like,
fish to fry.
I still got it if I have a guy with 1 million.
Let me tell you, that's an ego boost.
That was the biggest ego boost.
He could have had 10K. I would have been an ego boost.
But I just like wonder how a guy with 1 million
Wait, what
followers.
did he say?
He said, hey, and then he
that's
put
it.
question mark, and then he started writing nice pic on other pics, and I just like
I would have just wrote
like,
at the Chemical X podcast.
But I
If
just
you
like,
want me to answer,
I want to know how somebody finds when you have 1 million followers. Like, how do you even find somebody like me? I'm just curious. It's the reason I want to say this story. Like, how do you go Alessia Deandra, 5,000 followers? I like her. Like,
but you know what?
What?
I would say probably when I have. But see,
how do you
that's the
think he
thing.
found me?
Probably Explore page, to be honest. I mean, listen, there's so many ways to find people on. He could look in location tags. There's so many ways to find people. But
The reason it stood out is because I saw the blue check mark. I went,
you went, well, heck.
who's this?
Was he cute though?
I figured I might as well put it all in one podcast. So if my boyfriend breaks up with me, it's not over the several episodes. It's all
like
just
one.
about one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Let's stuff in as much as we can.
Because he's going to be mad. So just make him mad on this one.
Bulk. You got to do it in bulk. It's like a Costco trip.
I always like bulk barn. I'm a loser.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Okay, guys, I'm bad.
Oh my God, this is too
today.
I'm going to have so much fun with this.
I need to
edit.
make a compilation of like all the times I stutter.
Oh my God.
But okay, let's say you have 1 million followers. Realistically, do you want to go for a girl, or let's say you're a girl, do you want to go for a girl or guy with a lot of followers or less followers?
There's
'Cause
two
it's
ways
like-
of seeing it. And for me, if I dated a guy, he better be the one with 5,000, and I better be the one with 1 million. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
But think of this. If you're a guy and you have 1 million followers and you go for a girl that has, let's say, throwing a number out there, 50K, you know that she's actively trying to be an influencer and she's going to see that blue check mark and say, jackpot. This is my
I mean,
way
yes
to
and
be
no.
more
Like, I
famous.
also feel like I saw that 1 million followers. I went jackpot, but I also went ew. Like, I
Yeah.
can't explain it. Like, I feel like it's more, and I know that happens a lot, like cloud chasing and trying to be like around somebody who has the following. But I feel like 1 million followers like post
Yeah.
you. You're not getting 20K like you think you are.
Yeah,
like
you're not.
It's so like sporadic. Somebody with like 10K but real influence followers will get you more followers than somebody with 1 million. That's
It's
why I
so
think he's a
true.
loser, and that's why he's gonna stay in my unread box.
In your fucking DM request.
Alessia, the reason it should stay in your unread is because you have a boyfriend, not because he's a loser. Got it.
But no, I just think it's crazy. I think if I had 1 million followers, which I never will.
Veronica, you
I
will.
I would
Once you
think,
get rid of
like-
your blue hair.
You said you liked it before the episode. I would think like if I had 1 million followers, I would have that sense of like who's really trying to hang out with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I would probably want to hang out more with people who are not like trying to be a big deal on social media, because then you know for sure that
Yeah. I made it very clear. My boyfriend can't have Instagram, so
you literally said
it's
no
it's one thing
socials
for a
whatsoever.
girl. It's one thing for a girl. I think it's different for a guy. Maybe I'm stereotyping. Maybe I'm being like a certain way, but
I think it's just different tastes for different
Yeah.
people. Like, I know a lot of people that agree with you. I know also some people that love guys that are in the spotlight. It depends, like, your character.
Yeah.
But obviously, in your relationship, you want to be the shining star, and he needs to be the background guy.
Exactly.
That is-
All I've been
that's
staring
it.
is your baby girl necklace for like the past.
Oh my god! I thought you were looking at my tits.
Well, both.
Fuck. So funny story. Talk about baby girl. I'm literally in a meeting today with like the two people that I was in the meeting with, and like two older men.
So
right?
the two people that you were in the meeting with.
So you're in a meeting with the two people you were in a meeting with. Great. So two older men, whatever, having a conversation, and one of the guys, and I don't want to say guys because men, goes, if you have any issues, you could just ask baby girl over here. And when he said that, I was like, baby girl. I was like, whoa, that was kind of a weird joke to make. Like, what the fuck? Is he, like, where did this
boss telling a
character come
girl.
from? Like, I was like, whoa. And then he, like, you could sense the room was super awkward. And then he's like, you know, haha, baby girl. And then I'm like, my necklace. And he's like, well, I wouldn't have said that if it wasn't for your name tag.
Veronica,
and I was
for
like,
somebody who's so witty and quick on their feet, you definitely weren't quick in that office.
holy, I was slow poke, let me tell you. And I was ready to call the police. Like, I was like, did you just call me? Oh my gosh.
But then a part
Did
of
I
me
tell you
was
about
like,
my boyfriend?
But then a part of me was still like,
yeah, you know what I mean, though? You know, but
Call
it's
the
just
cops.
like, but I get like the joking, and I would have done the same thing. And I
Yeah.
think after he said it, he went, but like, I can't explain, guys. This
you went
necklace,
from being the shy one in the room to the loser in the room real quick.
it always, yeah, it always reminds me of that time that me and you went to get, we went to get smoothie bowls, and I was wearing Alessia's boyfriend's jacket, actually, which is weird because he doesn't like girls with short hair, but he had like made this custom jacket, and on the back it said, "Life is fucking beautiful." Okay, it said that on the back and so
Speaking of sister to the traveling pants, sister to the traveling jacket.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we walk into the fucking smoothie bowl, the smoothie place, and as we're walking in, Alessia like kind of cuts off this other couple, but like without realizing, but like
I do it daily.
really blatantly cuts them off, and I'm like, ooh. But at that point, I just have to kind of follow her, so I just follow behind her. So I slip on by, and like we take our order, and the whole time I'm like feeling bad that we just cut these people off. 'Cause
I didn't even realize
I sensed
we
the look.
cut.
She didn't even realize, and I hear the guy behind me go, "Life is fucking beautiful," and I'm like,
We leave, we get
and
our smoothie bowls.
we getting our smoothie bowls, and the whole time I'm shooting dirty looks at him.
And then Veronica tells me, she's like, he's fucking saying this and this. I'm like, babe, it's the jean jacket you're wearing.
She's like, he was reading your jean jacket. And I was like, oh my. I was literally ready to go, yeah, life is fucking beautiful. Like, I was
He had
ready
every
to
right, we
fight.
cut. He had every right. So even though, shut your mouth and eat your smoothie bowl.
All he was doing was fucking reading my top. And I'm there pissed. And I realized I'm a loser.
Crazy.
And he was just reading my top.
Crazy.
Honestly, hilarious.
I feel like I have a back of Notre Dame right now. Like, I'm like, so my boyfriend's mom was getting rid of her bed, and it's a type of bed that you have the remote control for each side, and if you're watching TV and you want to incline it or decline it, you can. So like, let's say he's watching TV, he can bring it up, and then if he wants to go to bed, he has to bring it down. No, bring it down. So
Are they one of our sponsors?
So his mom was like, I can only find one remote. I'm like, well, babe, that's going to be a problem. He's like, well, no, you know, one part of the bed is going to be up and the other part's going to be down. We're going to be fighting for that spot. But anyways, so already to get my boyfriend to shut the TV at night because he never wants to admit that he's sleeping. And I think I don't know if it's a man disorder, but it happened with my dad so many times where
Man
it's like
disorder.
His eyes are shut and he's full pin sleeping.
Snoring and all.
And then I gently take the remote to shut it off. Why'd you touch the converter? I was watching. Your eyes were shut. You were sleeping. Like, what are you saying? Like,
I swear guys are born just to do that. That's their one purpose in life.
and then the best is he tells me I was resting my eyes. Bitch, give me the fucking remote. But I'm like, this is going to be an issue because now when we go to bed, I have a hard time shutting the remote. Now just keep in mind that the other remote to incline and decline, okay, needs to be transferred on both sides when we have to bring it up and down. So let's say we both start up. We have to plug it in one, go on the other side, plug in the other one so we're both up. And then it's never kind of equal because, you know what I mean? So now I'm like, we're going to have a fucking fight every time it's time for bed because he's not going to admit that he wants to go to bed. So we're going to be on incline when we should be on decline. And then I'm going to fucking trip, break my fucking neck, try to bring it down. He's going to wake up from that. And honestly, I hate you.
Honestly, just throw the whole bed away.
Oh my God. He's like, isn't it going to be amazing we're going to have that bed? I'm like, no.
Honestly, no.
No, honestly, I'm good with a simple bed.
Every night, me and my boyfriend get into a fight because we put a show. Sorry. He insists on us putting a movie on, okay? And I'm like, but like we have to go to bed. No, like we're just gonna watch a bit. We put the movie on, and it's always a movie he wants to watch, and never a movie I want to watch.
Get to the trailer.
And
I mean the first part.
And he falls asleep, and I always know he's falling asleep because he starts lowering the brightness on the computer or looking away, and he's saying, oh, it's too bright, and I'm like, no, you're just fucking sleeping, bitch. And I get so mad. I literally watch the movie and I watch him. I'm like, you better open those. And as soon as I see him doing this, I kick him, and I'm like, wake the fuck up. You're not making me watch this movie that I didn't want to watch by myself. And what happens every single time? He falls asleep and I watch it by myself, and I sit there pissed. Like, I am so mad.
I know.
And we get into so many fights because he falls asleep. He's like, babe, what the fuck? Like, I'm tired. I'm like, don't make me fucking watch the movie. I offered to shut it off. And
Okay,
you
but
said
why
no.
are you being dramatic? Why don't you just shut the TV?
Well, it's because I want to watch a movie, but I want him to be awake with me. I hate watching movies alone.
Okay, but I thought you were saying you didn't even want to turn on the TV.
No, I usually it's a movie he wants to watch.
I just admit that you're a psychopath.
No, usually it's a movie he wants to watch, and then I end up watching it. And then when he falls asleep on it, we have to watch it again the next night. And I'm like, no, I already watched the whole fucking movie yesterday when you were in La La Land.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna happen.
Dancing.
So we get into so many fights about the fucking falling asleep.
I didn't even want to add that in because there's the remote, there's the other remote from the bed, and there's also that is the issue. We could never. I always want a chick flicks movie, and he always wants fucking guns, war, 1960s Nazis, and I'm like, Jesus, can we just agree on something?
The one thing that I did, the last story that I wanted to pop in there is this is, since we're on the topic of roasting our boyfriends, so I don't know if your boyfriend does this, but let me tell you, it's a fucking insult. My boyfriend has this habit where he'll never he'll rarely
Your boyfriend right now is looking like, what is she gonna say?
Yeah, he rarely declines a call. Like, most of the time he'll answer the phone and be like, I'll call you back, and I'm like, okay. But like once in a while, he'll decline a call. And every time he declines the call, I get a fucking automated, hey, busy right now. Can I call you back later? You know the ones that you can send from Apple? You just click send an automated message. Yeah. And I'm like, no, bitch. If you're going to take the time to decline my call, you better pull out your fucking phone, open messages, and write me a heartfelt, I will call you later. I don't know, something about getting that Siri written thing that it's like,
it works perfectly when you're working with their boss.
Like, what am I to you? I'm nobody that you're gonna send me this message? Excuse me? Like, that is the top insult if you get the fucking automated message.
Honestly,
like,
I do it, and I do it to people.
Yeah, well, do it to your boyfriend and we'll see how that works. Okay. I hate getting that message when it's like something I'm not close to. I'm like, okay, slides.
Yeah, no, like, I get what you mean.
Your boyfriend, it's like, no, send a heart. At least add the heart to it.
Are you kidding me? I'd be more like, what's going on here? He's putting a heart, but he's not answering my text. We're gonna have to talk for real.
Anyways, I just wanted to say that.
But it's also like, can't talk right now. What the fuck are you doing?
But the thing is, the message is so like, can't talk right now. Can I call you later?
Yeah.
Like, that's the message on.
As a boyfriend, you have to be like, sorry, can't talk right now because I'm washing the dishes.
Yeah, you need to state when, where, how.
When, where, with facts. Who. We want answers. Are you kidding me?
Geolocation. Send me your fucking location. Send me the timestamp. Yeah.
It's well, like, we're sounding so crazy, but if my boyfriend ever asked for my location, I would literally say, go fuck yourself.
Look, that's too far.
I'm sorry, but like, location was made for like...
I'm in an unsafe situation. Hey, here's my location. Make sure I don't get kidnapped.
Like, I think, like, honestly, I don't want to get into relationships because this podcast is ending, but I think, like, if your boyfriend has a location on you, you're in an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, sorry, that's too much. That's
okay,
trust issues on another level.
There's obviously, like, I want to say exceptions for whatever. Maybe it's, like, I'm just trying to make it the, like, don't all get insulted because now we're getting hate messages and somebody might feel...
Listen, I think this one, if you have their location...
Chances are you don't trust them, 1, and 2, the girl who doesn't have the location doesn't trust them either, so don't worry about it.
I just think that's a whole nother level. But
that's a whole other topic.
Every day there's a whole new feature that comes out on every app of another way to cheat. Like the other day, my sister messages me. She's like, actually yesterday, she's like, hey, do you see this? And I open the message and it's on Instagram and it's like, view 2 hidden messages. And I'm like, what? And it's like, it's this new feature. Basically, you send a hidden message.
My boyfriend watches this podcast. Do you think I want him to know about these hidden messages?
Well, my boyfriend's sitting right here. Basically, you can send a hidden message. And once you send it and like you read the conversation, as soon as you leave the conversation, it disappears. Almost like Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so crazy. I follow Call Her Daddy.
Call
Her Daddy. Call Her Daddy. And no, guys, we are not trying to be Sophia and Alex. Like, I feel like so many people say, oh, you're doing a podcast, like, Call Her Daddy. I'm like, no, we're actually just being our loser
we're
selves.
actually Call Her Mommy.
But she posted this
Clearly, since you always talk about kids.
Oh my God. She posted this one thing that was settings. And basically, you change the picture of your photo. Like, let's say when you add a new contact, she put the photo as settings. What happens when settings starts to call? Babe, I had an issue with my phone. I've been trying to reach Apple. Settings is calling. I need answers for that part. Because the other part I get, but...
What happens when settings starts FaceTiming? How does that work? Guys, before we end it, I just want to give a quick shout out to Neonific. If you don't already know, now you fucking know. Best place to get your neon signs. Use our discount code ChemicalX and you get 10% off at checkout. And that's it. That's all for today.
That's what do you mean that's all? I literally poured my soul into this. Guys, I'm literally losing a boyfriend for you bitches. So you better like and subscribe.
A boyfriend. One boyfriend. She is losing a boyfriend.